Time now for a big story making waves in the music world. It looks like all the single ladies are staying home as Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out. Let's bring in News Nation entertainment expert Paula Froelich with the scoop.
Yep.
Paula, all right, let's talk about tickets for Beyonce's 2023 Renaissance tour. They were a hot item. The tour grossed over $500 million. What's going wrong here?
There's a lot going wrong here. So unfortunately, I think they oversold or were oversold on the idea of a Cowboy Carter tour. Now, here's the deal. When it did, major mega star with instant name recognition around the world, and it's not selling in the States or in London. And so you're just kind of wondering, you know, A, what's going on? And B, is she gonna end up like Justin Timberlake, singing to 11,000 fans at the very end of his tour in a 60,000 seat arena?
She was the industry standard. Has Taylor taken that title from Beyonce?
Yes, Taylor's taken that title from everyone. Unfortunately, it now seems like there's Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I go also 10 years, 20 years later, that comes back. And it's like all of Puff's problems are coming from the ministers touching little boys.
What you mean?
The laws are the way they are because
Because of the priests.
the priests touching little boys.
Oh.
Why are we looking at me, bro? I just
your
go to
man.
church. I just go to
That's
church,
your
right?
man.
Nothing to do with this.
You
I have an
just-
alibi. That's why the laws are allowing you to go that far back.
Turn away from you right there, bro. I'm just a Catholic kid. You said you've been dead on No. What's the body of Christ take?
50 Cent's stirring the pot again, throwing shade at Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour. The buzz? It's off to a rocky start with unsold seats. 50's not holding back, clowning Queen Bee for struggling to fill shows, and the drama's just getting started.
Night of the Cowboy Carter tour, and you could go on Ticketmaster resale right now. You could go on StubHub and buy a nosebleed seat for $50. In fact, one of our colleagues, one of our photographers did that. He was here, he bought some tickets, he's going to come back and go tonight. I mean, that's really unheard of, and I think it's sort of unclear why. Is it this dynamic pricing from Ticketmaster? That's what a lot of folks here are sort of blaming. Or is there sort of an economic story here, a tightening of the belt, so to speak? We've been covering the past few years, the Taylor Swift concert, the Renaissance tour, people spending thousands of dollars to go to those tours. Is there sort of a fear that people should be tightening their spending and pulling back? And so people bought the tickets thinking they could sell them on the resale market, and they're just not.
50 Cent's not done. He's dragging Jay-Z, claiming he's hiding behind Beyonce's image to dodge scrutiny over his alleged ties to the Diddy case. The tea's piping hot. The highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour has just kicked off in Inglewood, California, but the buzz isn't what Beyonce or her team expected. Instead of the usual hysteria and packed venues that follow the Queen Bey wherever she goes, fans and industry insiders are noticing something alarming. Rows of empty seats, vacant VIP sections, and ticket prices in freefall. Social media platforms are flooded with images that would have been unthinkable for a Beyonce tour just months ago. Barren floor sections, sparsely populated stands, and upper deck tickets selling for as little as $20. For an artist who has consistently broken records and sold out arenas worldwide, these visual receipts tell a troubling story that even the most devoted members of the Bayhive can't ignore. Pop Stuff, a major celebrity news outlet with millions of followers, bluntly captured the situation when they posted, "Beyonce's Cowboy." Carter tour starts with an incredible amount of empty seats. The pit is vastly unsold and several seating sections look empty. According to Ticketmaster's own data, the opening show, which should have been the hottest ticket in town, failed to sell out, with thousands of seats remaining available when the curtain rose. Industry veterans note that first shows typically sell out instantly, making this situation particularly unusual. One concert promoter, speaking anonymously, called it unprecedented for an artist of her caliber. Sources close to the situation told the Daily Mail that professional ticket resellers severely overplayed their hand, purchasing massive blocks of tickets at premium prices, expecting to flip them for even higher profits. "They're sitting on inventory nobody wants," one insider revealed. "They're dumping tickets at below face value just to recover some costs." This flood of cheap resale tickets has created a buyer's market unprecedented in Beyonce's career, the key. Renaissance World Tour concluded less than a year ago, breaking records as the highest-grossing tour by a Black artist in history. Some industry analysts suggest the quick turnaround left insufficient time for anticipation to build again. Artists typically wait 2 to 3 years between major tours to create scarcity and demand, explained one touring expert. Fans who spent heavily on Renaissance tickets may simply lack the financial resources or enthusiasm to invest in another major concert experience so soon. While Cowboy Carter received critical acclaim for its artistic ambition, the country music direction represents a significant departure from Beyoncé's R&B and pop roots. Music industry consultant Maya Rodriguez points out, there's always risk in genre hopping. The core fan base that loves your signature sound might not follow you into unfamiliar territory. Early streaming numbers suggest the album hasn't maintained the same momentum as Renaissance. When tickets first went on sale in February, social media erupted with complaints about what many perceived as excessive pricing. Some premium packages reached into the thousands of dollars, prompting accusations of greed and exploitation. The dramatic price reductions, with some tickets now selling for less than 5% of their original asking price, have further damaged the tour's reputation and left early buyers feeling cheated. Perhaps most troublingly, some industry observers suggest the tour's struggles might be connected to growing public awareness of the Carters' long association with Sean Diddy Combs, who faces serious legal jeopardy and multiple allegations of disturbing behavior. As one entertainment lawyer put it, in today's cancel culture environment, proximity to scandal can be radioactive. The Carters' decades-long friendship with Diddy is becoming a liability they can't easily shake. Never one to miss an opportunity. To stir the pot, rapper and business mogul 50 Cent has seized on the situation with characteristic ruthlessness. When images of the empty seats began circulating, he quickly shared a screenshot to his millions of followers with the pointed caption, "Getting real out here." The post garnered hundreds of thousands of likes within hours. This represents just the latest salvo in 50's months-long campaign to highlight what he portrays as hypocrisy in the Carter-Diddy relationship. Following the March 2024 Homeland Security raids on Diddy's properties, 50 Cent posted a photoshopped milk carton featuring Jay-Z's face, accompanied by the mocking text, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL Puff said he ain't answering his phone." In another widely shared post, he featured a photo of Jay-Z smiling and waving on a red carpet with the caption, "Here is Jay-Z, last seen waving at Puffy's jet." The implication was unmistakable. 50 believes Jay-Z is strategically distancing himself from his longtime friend and business partner as Diddy's legal troubles mount. Industry insiders note the particularly venomous nature of 50's campaign. "This isn't just normal hip-hop beef," explained one veteran music journalist. 50 is deliberately connecting dots between Jay-Z, Beyonce, and serious criminal allegations. He's suggesting they knew more than they've admitted about Diddy's alleged behavior. The tour's struggles come amid increasing scrutiny of the Carters' long association with Diddy, who faces multiple serious allegations and a high-profile upcoming trial. The timing couldn't be worse for Beyonce and Jay-Z, as new details emerge almost weekly. One of the most troubling cases involves a woman identified in court documents as Jane Doe, who filed a lawsuit alleging that both Diddy and Jay-Z were present during a deeply disturbing incident when she was just 13 years old. Though the case was initially dismissed due to technical legal issues, Jane Doe has returned with amended filings and continues to stand firmly by her allegations. Her attorney, Tony Busby, created shockwaves when he publicly claimed that Jay-Z had sent private investigators to Jane Doe's residence in what appeared to be an intimidation attempt. According to Busby, these investigators recorded his client without legal representation present, a potentially serious ethical breach. While Jay-Z's legal team acknowledged sending investigators, they insisted all actions were within legal boundaries. Jane Doe herself describes a very different experience. In sworn statements, she reported literally trembling throughout the encounter with the investigators and feeling implicitly threatened despite their outwardly professional demeanor. In her court filings, Jane Doe was unequivocal. "I never stated, whether once or 4 times, that Mr. Carter did not assault me." She maintains that the alleged incident occurred at an after-party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards in New York City, an event attended by numerous celebrities and industry figures. Shockwaves through the entertainment industry, accuser Joseph Manza has come forward with allegations that directly place Beyonce at a disturbing scene. According to Manza's detailed lawsuit, He was drugged and assaulted at a 2015 party celebrating Christian Combs' birthday in Miami, at a property owned by music legends Gloria and Emilio Estefan. The lawsuit contains particularly disturbing details. Manza claims that Gloria Estefan noticed his deteriorating condition and instructed someone to get help, but Emilio allegedly intervened to prevent assistance. After being drugged, Manza alleges he was escorted through a concealed tunnel connecting to Diddy's nearby mansion by former adult film actress Adria English. When he regained partial consciousness, Manza claims both Jay-Z and Beyonce were in the room. According to his sworn statement, Beyonce questioned why there was a half-naked white man lying there with an adult toy strapped to his face, to which someone allegedly responded, "It's a punishment. Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches." What? Allegedly followed, according to the lawsuit, was a sequence of humiliation and non-consensual acts performed in front of multiple celebrity guests. Manza claims he was stripped of his clothing, forced to wear a thong, and had a black leather mask with a rubber attachment fixed to his face. The reaction from the Carter's camp has raised eyebrows. Jay-Z's attorney Alex Spiro quickly issued a statement denying Jay-Z was present, claiming he wasn't even in Miami during the time frame in question. Conspicuously absent, however, was any mention of Beyonce, despite her being explicitly named in the lawsuit. This selective denial has fueled speculation about potential legal strategies and what it might reveal about the veracity of different aspects of the allegations. Industry observers and former associates note that once the Diddy allegations began, flooding headlines, both Jay-Z and Beyonce went conspicuously quiet regarding their longtime friend and collaborator. There have been no public statements of support or condemnation, just complete silence. This approach represents a stark departure from their previous public relationship. For decades, the three were frequently photographed together at industry events, private parties, and exclusive vacations. Diddy often referred to Jay-Z as his closest confidant in the industry, once calling him his strategist, and the first person he would call in times of crisis. When Jay-Z was named in Jane Doe's lawsuit, his legal team quickly moved to publicly deny not just the allegations, but the very existence of a friendship with Diddy. Attorney Alex Spiro stated that the two were merely industry acquaintances, rather than close friends, an assertion that conflicts with decades of public appearances, collaborations, and statements from both men. Tony Yayo, a longtime associate of 50 Cent, found this revisionist history particularly telling. In a widely viewed Vlad TV interview, he stated, "It's crazy that Jay-Z's now acting like he was never even tight with Diddy when everybody knows they were close for years. There's too many pictures, too many stories. You can't just erase that history." Adding another volatile element to the situation, Kanye West recently made explosive allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce on social media. In posts that were quickly flagged and restricted by platform moderators, West claimed the couple is protected due to connections with powerful figures behind the curtain in the entertainment industry. His posts used inflammatory language and anti-Semitic tropes that resulted in moderation actions by social media platforms. One particularly controversial post suggested celebrities are controlled by higher-ups and forced to compromise themselves to keep their status, money, and even stay out of jail. West's comments came shortly after a leaked phone call between him and Diddy surfaced online. In the recorded conversation, Diddy expressed frustration that friends he had always supported were now abandoning him amid his mounting legal troubles. "I always spoke up for everybody, you know, and you know I ain't bitter," Diddy can be heard saying, a statement many interpreted as directed primarily at Jay-Z, given their long history together. The timing of West's mental health episode following these posts has also fueled conspiracy theories. Just one day after making these allegations, West reportedly experienced a mysterious mental episode at his former trainer Harley Pasternak's home, resulting in him being placed on a psychiatric hold. As details of the allegations and connections continue to emerge, some industry insiders now speculate that the Cowboy Carter tour might be part of a larger strategy to divert attention from the mounting legal issues surrounding Diddy, issues that could potentially implicate Jay-Z either directly or by association. Cent has explicitly articulated this theory, suggesting Jay-Z is strategically using Beyonce's fame, talent, and dedicated fan base as a shield, while he maneuvers behind the scenes to distance himself from the Diddy situation. He treats marriage like a business deal, 50 claimed in a recent interview. alleging that Jay-Z sees his wife primarily as an asset to protect his reputation and business interests. Meanwhile, controversial music industry figure Jaguar Wright has made even more sensational claims. In a widely shared video, she suggested Beyoncé's fans should initiate their own version of the Free Britney movement, alleging Jay-Z is pushing his wife to work non-stop and possibly using substances to maintain her grueling schedule, all to protect his own image and create distraction from more serious matters. To understand the current situation, it's important to recognize the depth and duration of the relationship between the Carters and Diddy. Their connection isn't merely casual or professional. It spans decades and encompasses business partnerships, creative collaborations, and apparent deep personal friendship. Numerous industry figures have confirmed the closeness of this relationship. Rapper Daz Dillinger revealed that his first meeting with Beyoncé occurred at Diddy's home, not in a professional setting, suggesting intimate social circles rather than mere business associates. Beyond public appearances, the three have vacationed together on luxury yachts, celebrated holidays together, and attended each other's most private family events. Diddy was front row at the couple's wedding and has been photographed in intimate settings with their children. This history makes the current distancing particularly notable. You don't spend 20 years partying with someone, doing business with them, bringing them into your home and around your family, and then honestly claim you weren't close, observed one longtime music industry executive. The attempt to rewrite that history speaks volumes. The situation continues to evolve as new accusers come forward. Another lawsuit filed by recording artist Don Richard alleges that Diddy maintained control rooms in his properties, where he secretly recorded sexual encounters involving celebrities and industry figures. Recordings allegedly used later for blackmail purposes. While neither Carter is named in this lawsuit, the implications have fueled speculation about what might emerge if these cases proceed to discovery. Similarly troubling are references in multiple lawsuits to Diddy's infamous white parties and other exclusive events where alleged misconduct occurred. Both Jay-Z and Beyoncé were regular attendees at these gatherings for years, raising uncomfortable questions about what they might have witnessed or been aware of. Adding another disturbing dimension are allegations from Jaguar Wright regarding the mysterious death of actress Kathy White, who reportedly had connections to Jay-Z shortly before her passing. Wright claims Diddy helped the Carters clean up the situation, though she offers no concrete evidence for these claims. Despite the mounting controversy, Beyoncé's loyal fan base, the legendary Beyhive, has mobilized to defend their queen and her husband. They've launched coordinated social media campaigns to counter negative narratives, dismissing 50 Cent as merely a jealous troll with a long-standing grudge against Jay-Z. He's been trying to tear down Jay for decades because he'll never reach that level, wrote one influential fan account with over 1 million followers. Others point to 50 Cent's history of provocative statements and feuds, suggesting this is simply his latest attempt to leverage celebrity conflict for personal gain and relevance. Beyhive members have also organized ticket-buying initiatives to fill empty seats at upcoming shows, sharing screenshots of their purchases to demonstrate support. Fan groups in various cities have created street teams to promote the tour locally and counter negative press with positive visibility. Critics counter that the Beyhive's defense ignores uncomfortable realities about the couple's associations and behavior. They point to years of close association with Diddy despite persistent rumors about his conduct. There's a difference between standing by your fave and being willfully blind, wrote one commentator. At some point, we have to ask what they knew and when they knew it. As the Cowboy Carter tour continues and Diddy's legal proceedings advance toward trial, pressure on Jay-Z and Beyoncé shows no signs of abating. Industry insiders anticipate several potential developments that could further impact the situation. Legal experts suggest more individuals may come forward with allegations as existing cases progress, potentially including direct claims involving the Carters. Eventually, the Carters may feel compelled to address the allegations directly rather than maintaining silence, particularly if legal proceedings create new headlines. For now, Beyoncé continues performing to smaller than expected crowds, with observers noting she often appears distant or subdued on stage. As one concert reviewer noted after the second show, the technical elements were flawless as always, but the joy and energy that defined Renaissance was noticeably absent. She performed perfectly, but seemed emotionally elsewhere. The coming months will determine whether this controversy represents a temporary setback for one of music's most powerful couples, or the beginning of a more significant unraveling of carefully constructed public personas. Either way, the entertainment industry watches closely, aware that the outcome could reshape power dynamics and alliances for years to come.